to do this blouse, this is the yarn I'm gonna use, or the thread. They are a blend of bamboo and cotton. I bought this on eBay from China, so everything is in Chinese. So I don't know the thickness or the color is white, and I know that is a blend of bamboo and cotton for the picture. So if you don't have this type, that I wish I have started the blouse with a cotton, but I bought a lot of these and I have to use it. The problem with this the thread is that it's not twisted enough. You start working with it and it start to open the thread a lot. But I bought them. I have tons of this type of yarn, the thread, so I have to use it for my summer pieces. But you can use Peyton Grace 100% mercerized cotton. This is light 3. This is more like a fine 1. They're almost the same thickness, just probably one strand of the thread less for this one. This type, probably with this type you'll need only one, because this one have 620 meters and this one is the loops and thread wool lane or wool like. So the crochet hook that I'm gonna use is 3.5. You're gonna need tapestry needle and scissor, and I'm gonna leave the granny square picture in my Facebook page and Instagram. So we want to work the granny square until that picture, and then after that you have to guide yourself. So the granny square will be like this. I print this one, that way I can do some of the changes all the way around. But it's something that you don't gonna make sense if I give it to you. So you're gonna start in the center with 10 chain, and inside those 10 chain you're gonna do 24 double crochet. The chain 3 to start, it will be the first one of those 24. So you're gonna start with a slip knot, and you're gonna do 10 chains. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You're gonna go to the first one and close the circle to create a circle for the flower. Now you're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. And those 3 are the first double crochet of 24. So now you have to do 23 more. And you'll see how frustrating it is working with this thread. 2, 3, 4, and at the same time I'm losing that tail. 5, 6, and I will meet you here when I have my 24. Remember, the chain 3 counts as the first one. I have my 24 double crochet counted in chain 3 as the first one, so you'll have a little separation. But after, when you're gonna finish losing the tail with your tapestry needle, you can close the little circle a little bit more. That's what I did in my other piece, or you can start with 8 chain instead of 10. It's up to you. So you're gonna go to the third chain that you start with, and you're gonna do a slip stitch, and like that you finish your first row. Now you're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and you're gonna do 2 double crochet and the next 2 double crochet. So 1 double crochet on top of each double crochet. So the chain 3 is on top of the chain 3 from the row before. So in the next double crochet you're going to do a double crochet and another one in the next double crochet. So you have 3. Now you're going to chain 2, and again you're going to do 3 double crochet and the next 3 double crochet, one on top of each other. And start to look like this. you're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and again 1 double crochet on top of each double crochet and the next 3 double crochet. So you're going to do a group of 3 with a chain 2 in between, and that is row 2, and then that is the beginning of the petals. You start to create the separation of your petal. So you're going to continue like this until you finish here with the chain 2, and you will have the beginning of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 petals. Okay, so I finished with my last group of 3. I chain 2. Now I'm going to do a slip stitch on the third chain, and we finish row 2. Now for row 3, we're going to start with the increases. So you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and the first increase will be in the same space as the chain 3. So you're going to do another double crochet in that space. So that's another double crochet. So you have 2. Now in the center double crochet, you're going to do 1 double crochet, and in the third double crochet you're going to do 2 double crochet on top of that one. So that's an increase at the beginning and 1 increase at the end. Now instead of 3, you're going to have 5 double crochet. You're going to chain 2, and again you're going to do the repetition. So on top of the first double crochet, you're going to do 2 double crochet, 1, and the next one in the same space is 2. Now you're going to do 1 in the center double crochet and 2 in the last one. So that's 1 and 2. So you now have 5. You chain 2, and you're going to continue like that. Repetition, remember, is 2 double crochet on top of the first double crochet and 2 double crochet in the last of the third one. Always 1 and the one in the center. I'm going to finish here with a slip stitch and the third chain, and like that you finish row 3. I forgot to mention that I did, sorry that I don't mention when I mentioned the graph, that I did other change of the square, not only on the outside. And here, for example, I have this separation of 2. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and to my blouse I did 6. I did 1 extra row of, let me show you, of increase, because I wanted the square to be a little bit bigger, that way it was the front of the blouse. So, and here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, that way it's a little bit bigger. So if you want to make this blouse smaller, you don't have to do that extra round. And in here in the top, in the square, you close the top with 3. I close the top with 5. Okay, so I just wanted to mention that way you do your piece exactly as mine. Sorry that I don't mention at the beginning, but we're still in time to mention it. So I'm gonna work the repetition of that row 3 until I have this little square of chain 2 space. I will have 6. Okay, so now for row 4 we're gonna do exactly the same that is in here. You're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and in the same space that you did that chain 3, you're gonna do an increase of another double crochet. You go to the next one, it's just right beside, and you're gonna do 1 double crochet, another double crochet in the next one, that's 2, and another one in the next one is 3 separate double crochet, you see, and then in the last one you're gonna do an increase. So you're gonna do 2 double crochet in the same space. You will have now 7 double crochet. You start with 3. In the first row of increase you have 5, and now you have 7. You're going to chain 2, go to the first double crochet, and you're going to do 2 double crochet in that space. That's 1 and 2. You're going to do 3 separate double crochet, 1, 2, and 3. So that's 1 double crochet on top of each double crochet until the last one that you're going to do an increase. So you'll do 2 double crochet and that space, 1 and 2. You chain 2 and you're gonna continue with that increases. This round, chain 2 and do my slip stitch on the third chain, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and do another double crochet exactly in the same space. And you have to make sure when you do that the next double crochet is right beside the chain there. You have to find the little hole in the top and do your double crochet. So now you will have 9 double crochet because you're gonna do an increase in the beginning and 1 at the end. You will chain 2 and then again you will do 2 double crochet in the same space for an increase, and do the rest, and then the last one you'll do an increase, and then in the next round you'll have 11, and if you do the extra like me you will have in the next one 13. Okay, and if you don't, you then will have 11 double crochet. And I finished that round. Now I'm gonna work in one round of no increase or decrease, and the only thing that we're going to increase is the amount of chains here in the space. This 13 double crochet stays 13 double crochet in this round. So we're gonna start, and you see I have my 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little square with the chain of 3, 1, 2 and 3, and we're gonna do our 13 double crochet. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13 double crochet. So if you did one last row and here you will have 11 again. So you're going to change 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, yarn over, and you're going to do again your 13 double crochet. Like that is this round. And in the next one we're going to start with our decrease of the petal and the increase in the space in between the petals. So it will be 13 double crochet and 5 chain in between. Now we're going to work on round 9 for the flower, but in the graph will be row 8 because remember I did an extra in here. So now we're going to start with our decrease and start working more space in between the petals of the flower. So you're going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and you're going to do a double crochet and the next double crochet. You see, when I start to open, okay, so that will be the decrease on the next round. You will work only one stitch and top at the double crochet, no in the chain. So you're going to do a double crochet and top of each double crochet until the last two that you will do them together. So it's one double crochet and top of each double crochet. Last one, and now the next two I will do them together. So I will do the next double crochet that I don't gonna finish. I had 2 loops, and then I go to the last one, I do my double crochet. I had 3 loops, I close those 3 loops. Now we're gonna chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you're gonna do a single crochet in the center of those 5 chains. You're gonna do 5 chains again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we're gonna work the decrease in these 2 first stitches. So you're gonna do a double crochet that you don't gonna finish. You go to the next double crochet, do a double crochet. You have 3 loops. You're gonna close those 3 loops and you do the decrease. Now you're gonna work a double crochet on top of each double crochet until the last 2 that you will do them together. So on top of the petals is always the same, the decrease. The only thing that change is the space in between. Then one space will be like this, and then the other one will be the corners. So you will have 4 corners and 4 space in between the corners. Okay, so 1 space in between 2 corners. So this is the last one. I had 2 more to do the decrease. I will do a double crochet that I don't want to finish, go to the next one and do a double crochet. I have 3 loops, close those 3 loops. Now in here, this will be your first corner. You're going to chain 2, that is this one in here, and then you're going to count 1, 2, and in the center chain you're going to do a double crochet. You're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. In the same space at the double crochet you're going to do another double crochet. You're going to chain 2, and again you're going to do a decrease in here. So like that you're going to continue with those 2 repetition all the way around this round. Okay, so in one space you will have like this, a chain of 5, single crochet, chain of 5, and in the other one you will have a chain of 2, a double crochet, and the third chain 5, and another double crochet in the same space at that chain, and then chain 2 and then decrease. So now after you finish here with the decrease in the last one, you will do chain 5, single crochet, chain 5, do the decrease in the beginning at the end of the petal, and in here you will chain 2, do a double crochet, chain 5, do a double crochet, chain 2, and continue. So you will have 4 like this and 4 like this one in here. So you're gonna finish here, not on top of the first chain, but on top of the first double crochet. When you do this, the slip stitch on top of the double crochet, your chain is outside, and that's the decrease. So now again you will chain 3, and we continue with the decrease and the petals and the beginning at the end, but I want to explain you in here and here what we're gonna do in this round. So we're working here with a circle, and we want to create a square, so we need to make this a little more higher than this part. So in here you will do, and the chain 5 and 5, when you do the decrease in the side of the petal, you'll chain 5, you'll do a single crochet, chain 5, a single crochet, chain 5, the decrease, and then when you do the decrease at the end, and here we're going to work only inside the chain 5 and here in between those 2 double crochet. So you will chain 2, and then in here you'll leave 1 chain of those 5 in here, and you go to the second, and you in that second you're going to do 2 double crochet. You will chain 3, and the center chain you will do 2 double crochet, and you will chain 3 more, and in the next chain space you will do 2 double crochet, and then you leave that chain space in here with no stitch. You're going to chain 2 and do the decrease in here. So I wanted to explain you that before we continue. So we're going to work in here and the inside of those 3 chains in the center. So I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, yarn over and go to the next double crochet and do a double crochet. And when we finish this round, we'll do exactly the same as the last one. Finish on top of that double crochet, not the chain 3. you're going to do a double crochet on top of each double crochet until the last two that you're going to do a decrease. And you have to pay attention now at the end when you're going to do the decrease or in the beginning, because you have like a two post, and in the top is just one. So you have to make sure that you know that right now in here you will see that I have 1, 2, and 3 posts underneath, but on the top I have 1 and 2 little holes. So I never like to pass it through here because the stitch will look a little bit weird. I like to go through the 100 right in between the two stitches and here. Okay, to create in between those two I will do 1. So I'm gonna do a double crochet that I'm gonna finish and over. And you see, if you look here, I don't know if you can see well, you have this little hole on the top, and this one in here, through there is where I pass, and you pass and close, and you will see a really nice finish. So now you're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you're going to do a single crochet in the chain 5 space, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, a single crochet in the chain 5 space, and you're going to do 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and again we're going to do a decrease. And you will see, and here again, if you open this, you will have the little hole on the top and the one in between these two little posts, and you go in that one in between to have one stitch on top of those two. And then you go to the next, the double crochet, and then you'll do the decrease. And again you will do double crochet until the last two, and then you will do the decrease again. You learn things every day. I've been doing this for a while right now, and I used to do the decrease and the little hole in the top, and it's always never look perfect, but now so I started doing and the stitch underneath in between is a much better finish. So I do that one, I don't finish, and I don't know if I'm close enough or too close, but you'll see the hole in the top and the one in between. You go into the one in between and do the double crochet, and then you finish with 3 loops. Now here you're going to chain 2, yarn over, and you're going to work and chain 5 in here, and then you don't going to work in the first chain, you're going to the second, and you're going to do 2 double crochet. And you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, go to the center chain that is a little distorted because you work on that one, and you do 2 double crochet and the third chain, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and in the fourth chain you're going to do 2 double crochet. So you don't going to work in the 5th chain, so you leave it like that, and you're going to chain 2, and again you come here and do the decrease, and like that is how you're going to continue this round of decrease and the little corners. Now here again we're going to do the slip stitch, not in the 3rd chain but on top of the first double crochet, and like that is the decrease in that side of the petal, and you see it start to go like that, exactly the same as the other. Now again you will do the decrease in the beginning and at the end, and then here you will chain 5 single crochet here, chain 5 single crochet in here, chain 5 single crochet here, chain 5, the decrease, you work the stitches, the decrease at the end. So now in this corner you're going to chain 2, you're going to do 2 double crochet in the chain 3 space, you're gonna chain 3 and 2 more double crochet in the same chain 3 space. You'll chain 5, and then in here in this chain 3 space you'll do 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet in the same space, chain 2, and continue with the decrease. So in here now we start to create the design that go like that, like this one in here. Let me show you. In here, you see? So we're gonna create this that go that way, and this one that go that way, and this one in each corner, you see? Again, we're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, go to the next double crochet and do a double crochet, and you see they start to go that way by doing the slip stitch in the crochet, no in the chain 3. So you're going to continue until the last 2 that you're going to do the decrease. This is the last one. Now we're going to do the decrease. Double crochet without finish. Again, I'm going to go under between those 2, do the double crochet, close, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 chain, single crochet, and the chain 5 space, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, single crochet in the chain space, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and now we're going to do the decrease again in here at the beginning at this petal. So a double crochet on top of those, and a double crochet in the next one. You're going to close those 3 loops, and you're going to do a double crochet on top of each double crochet until the last 2 that you're going to do the decrease again. It's always the same, this part in here with the decreases. The only thing that change is in between the petals. Okay, so now again I'm gonna do the decrease, now you're gonna chain 2, 1 and 2, and you're gonna work in between the chain 3 space here. You're gonna do 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, you're gonna chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. Again, you're gonna do 2 more double crochet. There you go. 1 and 2. You're gonna chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And again, you're gonna work your 2 double crochet in the 3 chain space. That's 1 and 2. Chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And again, you're gonna do 2 double crochet. And like that is how you're going to work your corners. You're going to chain 2 and again do the decrease at the beginning at the next petal. So you're going to do a double crochet that you don't want to finish, and go to the next one and do a double crochet and close those 3 loops, and you finish your decrease. And like that you did the first corner, and you're going to continue working like that the other spaces. 1, 2, and 3 chain, and you're going to do a double crochet in the next double crochet, and you're going to do a double crochet on top of each double crochet until the last 2 that you will do the decrease. So the decrease now. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you're going to single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and we're going to do the decrease in the first 2 stitches. Let's try through 3 loops, close to 3 loops, and you have the decrease. Again, the decrease down in here, and this corner you're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and inside the chain 3 space you're going to do exactly the same that you did in the row before. So that will be 2 double crochet, 1 and 2 double crochet, 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and 2 double crochet in the same space. Chain 2, yarn over. Now you're going to work in the center of the chain 5 here, that way the stitch stay in place and don't move. So you're going to count 1, 2, and in the third one you're going to do a double crochet. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, yarn over, and in the same space you're going to do another double crochet. Chain 2, yarn over, and again in here you're going to do the same repetition. So that's 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, and we are working in the chain 3 spaces in here. Chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, chain 2, 1 and 2, and then you're going to come to the petal and do your decrease at the beginning and at the end of this petal. And that's the repetition that you're going to do over and over all the way around. And you see, you can see the corner a little bit more defined. So far so good. That's what you should have until now. Now for mine, I'm going to close the top my petals. Remember I did that extra row, so I will have more stitches in here. I'll have 5 instead of 3, because that's what I did in this one. I want the flower, and instead to have a pointy tip, to have more round tip of the petals. Okay, and that's what we're gonna do in here. So you're gonna chain 3, and then you're gonna do all the double crochet without finish, and then you're gonna close them together with a chain, and then you'll chain 5, single crochet, chain 5, single crochet, chain 5, single crochet, chain 5, single crochet, chain 5, single crochet. Again, you will do your 5 double crochet with a finish, and then you will pass it through, close it with a chain, and then you will chain 2, and you will do the stitch again in here. So it's 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet. You will chain 2. Now in this space of 5, you will do 2 double crochet, chain 3, 4 double crochet, chain 3, and 2 double crochet. And the graph only have 3 double crochet in the center, but for mine I did 4. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do now, and we're almost there with just the square and the flower. Again, we're gonna start with 3 chain. Now we're gonna do the double crochet, and we don't gonna finish them. So you will have, with the chain, you will have 5. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you're gonna close those 5 by passing the yarn through and doing a chain. I tie the chain, that way it's not, the space here is not bigger than 5 chain, so it's just to close the top of the flower. And then I do 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, single crochet in the chain 5 space, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, single crochet in the chain 5 space, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, single crochet and the chain 5 space, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, single crochet and the chain 5 space, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, single crochet and the chain 5 space, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and we're gonna close the top of the next petal. That will be 5 double crochet, so that's 1, 2, and you're not gonna finish them, 3, 4 and 5. You're gonna pass your yarn through, chain, do a tight chain, 1 and 2, yarn over. Again, you're gonna do the repetition in here, 2 double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and 2 double crochet, chain 2, yarn over. Down here you're gonna do 2 double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, 4 double crochet. In the graph you will have 2 double crochet and like a chain space and another double crochet, but for mine I'm doing 4 because I'm going to continue with my work. And in here where you have these 4, and the next round we're going to work in the center in between these 2 to create another this, and here this way, and another one the other way. So that's why you have to do 4 in here. Let me undo this because I pulled one of the strand, and once you separate it don't take the place back again, that strand of the thread. So that's 2, 3 and 4, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and 2 double crochet. So we're working in this part, and here we are separating again. You see, this is the row that we're doing, and then we're gonna create that one that go that way and this one that come this way. So that is in the graph we're working in here. You see, if you look in here you will have 2 chain, a little space, and another chain, but in mine I'm doing 4. So you'll chain 2, and then you're gonna work in here, 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, 2 double crochet, and chain 2, and again you'll close the top of the next petal. You're gonna do your 5 width. You're gonna do the 5, holy moly, double crochet that you don't gonna finish, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Close that, and then again chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and you're gonna continue exactly the same and the other side, and it will be the square. Have to look like that, you see, nice. We're gonna finish here with a slip stitch after you chain 2, the slip stitch, and that stitch that you did on top of that flower that you did to close the stitches, This is opening. So you're gonna do a slip stitch there, and like that you finish. Do some slip stitching until we get here to the center at the chain 5. So the first one is a little tight because we did that slip stitch, so I had to try to open. So that's 1, and 2. I'm gonna chain 1, and I'm gonna do a single crochet in that space. I'm gonna chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I'm gonna do a single crochet in the chain 5 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, single crochet in the chain 5 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in the chain 5 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, single crochet in the chain 5 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and single crochet in the chain 5 space. And now you're gonna do 5 and work in the top of the stitch exactly the same as you've been doing so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, yarn over, and then you're gonna work in here. 2 double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 2 double crochet. Chain 2. Now we're gonna work in the space, and here at the chain 3 space, and you're gonna do 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet. 1 and 2 double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 2 double crochet. Now you're going to chain 2, and inside here where you have this 4 double crochet, and between the 2 center one you're going to do 1 double crochet, chain 5, and another double crochet in that same space. Okay, so in the center here you're going to do 1 double crochet in between those center double crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you're going to do 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, sorry, chain 2, yarn over, and then again you're going to work in the chain 3 space, chain 3, 2 double crochet in here, chain 2, and again in here 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet. Now you're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then you're going to come to the chain 5 space here and do a single crochet. And like that is how you're going to continue working this row. You see, you're creating this space, and here that is the one that we have here at, I think at the beginning, yes. Okay, so like that you're going to continue all to finish here around. I'm going to do chain 5 and a slip stitch, and here I'm going to do chain 2 and a double crochet in that single crochet that we did to start this row. So we did 2 slip stitch and we did a single crochet, remember? So in that single crochet you're going to do a double crochet, and like that you are in the center of this stitch. Now you're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and do a single crochet in the next chain 5 space, and like that you're going to continue until you get to this one here and top of the flower here. You see the chain 5 space, you'll chain 5, and then we do a chain 2 to do this stitch. So work these stitches here, chain 5 and single crochet until you get this space, and I will meet you here to do this corner. So now in here, what we're gonna do is the repetition of what we did in the corner here, where we did the 2 double crochet, chain 3, 4 double crochet, chain 3 and 2 double crochet. We're gonna do it again in this corner. So it will be the repetition at the corner that we did when we closed the top of the flowers. The corners are exactly the same in this one. So like that is how you can increase the size of the granny square by doing those extra repetition. So now you're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and you're going to work here what you're supposed to, 2 double crochet, 3 chain and 2 double crochet. 1, 2, 3 and 2 double crochet. Again, you're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and do the same repetition as you did before. 2 double crochet, 3 chain, 2 double crochet. And 3 and 2 double crochet. Now you're going to chain 2 and you're going to work in this corner. 2 double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, sec, that's 1, 2 and 3, and then now 4 double crochet, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2 and 3 chain and 2 double crochet, and now you chain 2, and you're gonna work on the other side of the square. You see, you did this side and here. Now you're gonna work in here, so that will be again exactly the same. 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet, chain 2, and a single crochet here, and then 5 and so on. So it's the same repetition that you're gonna do in this round. 1, 2 and 3, 1 and 2, 1, 2 and 3, and 2 double crochet, chain 2, a single crochet and the chain 5 space here, and then now you do 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, single crochet, and like that you're going to continue all the way around, and you just have to do the same repetition that you did in this corner and the other 3. And I will meet you here to finish this round and start the next one. To finish this round, what we're going to do in here, you see, this is where we started. We're going to do on top of that double crochet, another double crochet like this sideways. Now we're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and you're going to do a single crochet in the chain 5 space. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4 and 5, single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, single crochet, 3, 4 and 5, single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, single crochet. Now in here, you see, you're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and you're going to do what you're supposed to do in here. 2 double crochet, chain 3 and 2 double crochet. So if you want this square a little bit bigger, because you're a little more voluptuous, and you want this a little bit bigger, you have to repeat the row that I did before. It's this one with the corner like this, and this one that I'm doing now. So you have to repeat those two rows one more time, and this square will be a little bit bigger. The other increases you can do as you work the side, the square, and the bottom and top. Chain 2. But for me, this will be the last round of the chain 5 space in here. Okay. Chain 2, and the corner here where you have the chain 3 again, you will do 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet. Now you're going to chain 2, yarn over, and the chain 4 space and the 4 double crochet here in the center. You're going to do a double crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and another double crochet in the same space. And you see, it's the same repetition as we did in here. 1 and 2, and here 2 double crochet, chain 2, 3, 2 double crochet. Chain 2, and again you're going to work in here, 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet. And one more time, you're going to chain 2 and do the same, two double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet, and the chain 3 space. Now again you're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and you're going to come here to the chain 5 space, and you're going to do your single crochet. So you're not working on top of this chain 2 from the row before, neither you did in here. And like that you're going to continue, and you see the repetition that I did here is the repetition that I did 2 rows below in here. Like that you're going to continue all the way around. We're going to finish this round, and then we're going to be working in the next one. And the next one is this one in here. You see, we get it in this. And then after we do that round, we separate as we're going to work in the two side and the bottom part, those 3 together, and after we'll work in this top part. I'm going to finish here this round. I'm going to chain 2, and I'm going to come here to the first 5 chain that I did to start this round. After I finish here with that double crochet with chain 5, well, in that chain 5, I'm going to come here in the second chain. I'm going to do a slip stitch. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to start or work in the chain 5 space. We are not doing any more chain 5 space. What we're doing now is this all the way around of those chain 5 space. We're doing 4 double crochet on top of each chain 5 space, with no chain in between or anything, just 4 double crochet. So in that place, in the same space, we're gonna do 3 more double crochet, and the chain 3 counts as 1 of 4, so we only have to do 3. So that was the chain 3, and then 2, 3, and 4 double crochet, counting the chain 3 as the first one. Now you go to the next chain 5 space and do the same 4 double crochet. Three and 4. Go to the next chain 5 space and do the same. So you're gonna do this in all the chain 5 space. So I will picture here when I get to the last one, okay, to work the corner of the granny square. Okay, now we're gonna work the same 4 double crochet in the chain 2 space. I did that in the other one, but you like, you can do a chain 2 and work in here, but for mine I'm gonna do exactly the same as the other one, because otherwise I will be missing one stitch. So 4 double crochet, and again in here I'm gonna do 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet. One, 2 and 3 and 2 double crochet, chain 2. So in this corner here, what we're gonna do is what we did before in this one here. Okay, it's exactly the same. You're gonna do a inside the 5 chain space, 2 double crochet, chain 3, 4 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet. So it's very easy. And this will be the last round that we're gonna work the 4 corners of the granny or the flower square. Chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 3 and 2 double crochet, chain 2. Again, we're going to work in the chain 5 space at the corner, and you're going to do 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, 1, 2 and 3. Now 4 double crochet, 1, 2, 3 and 4, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and 4 double crochet, and 2 double crochet, sorry, chain 2 and 2 double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, 2 double crochet, chain 2. See, and the corner is like that, and we're working now in this side of the square, and they all will be exactly the same as this one. One, 2 and 3, one and 2, double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and double crochet in the same space. Now again 4 double crochet in that chain 2 space, and here with no chain 1 or anything in between, just that. So that's what you're gonna do all the way around the square. Do 4 on each space, and then do the corners like that one, and start to look like this. And doing my last 4 in the chain 2 space that we have before that first that we did, you know, the first 4, and then we go to the 3rd chain, and we're gonna do a slip stitch. You're gonna chain 1, and you're gonna cut the yarn. I like to leave a little extra tail, that way I can do a good job using those tails. I lost all the tail, and if you look at my square, you don't know where I start or ended my square. And look, perfect, the perfect size and proportion. So now we're gonna start in one of these corners here. We're gonna work until this one, and this one, in between these 4 double crochet here and these 4 double crochet. We're gonna leave this one for the top. So I'm gonna start with a slip knot. I always like to start with a slip knot, that way my stitch is very secure when I start working. There's no way that this will come undone and that part of the piece. So you're gonna come here where you have your 4 double crochet, and in the center, between the 2 center ones, you're gonna pass that loop, and you're gonna chain 3. I like to do my first chain with a 2 strand of yarn, the tail and the working yarn, that way it's even more secure. So you're gonna do 1 and 2 more. I'll pull the tail a little bit, that way that second chain is nice and even like the other ones. Now we're gonna work the right side. We're gonna work in here, that's the piece where we're working, and you see this is the double, where the chain go, or here is a double crochet, and we're gonna work in this space of chain 3. But you'll see that everything stay the same. And here we don't need to do more increase, neither at the end of the other side, because this is straight for under the arm. And these 2 corners, we're going to continue exactly the same as we've done so far. So you're going to come here at the chain 3 space. Chain 1, 2, and 3. You're going to chain 2, and again you're going to work here, 2 double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 2 double crochet in the same space. Chain 2. Again you come here in that space, and the same, 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet. Three and 2 double crochet in the same space. Chain 2. And in here you're going to do again 2 double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 2 double crochet in the same space, and you finish in the side of that corner. Now we're going to work in the spaces where we did 4 double crochet and top of each chain 5 spaces. And we're gonna do one of these stitches inside, but no stitches chain in between to separate them. So now you come yarn over, and you go in between these 4 and do 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet. and you go now to the next 4 double crochet, and in the center you're going to do the same. 2 double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and 2 double crochet, and that's a space. And like that you're going to continue all the way in these 4 double crochet. You see, with no chain in between, you go to the next one. So if you find that these start to look a little wider, don't worry, because we're gonna as we work, we're gonna remove this chain to a space. It will be just like this. First we have to work some row before we get to that step. So again, you're gonna continue like that, and in the corner what you're gonna do is exactly the same what we've done so far to continue working our corners, because we need to keep the corners flat and square, not that they start to gather, because we want to give length and width to the piece. So you're gonna do exactly what we've done so far, and here in the chain 4 space in the center you will do double crochet, chain 5 and a double crochet like we did in this one here, and in the next one we'll do the repetition of this one, and so on. I'm gonna finish this side with a double crochet in between these 4 double crochet. I did, you know, the stitch in the chain 3 space, and we finish exactly the same as we start in the other side here. And here we start with 3 chain and we finish here with the double crochet. So you're going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, turn your work around, and you're going to do the same repetition that you did in here, except in the corner that will be the one that you did in the row before the last one, and I will explain. Three and 2 double crochet, chain 2, and you're going to continue with the stitch in here, chain 2, the stitch in here, chain 2, the stitch in here, and then chain 1 and the stitch inside this one, chain 1, and the same over and over. And when you get to this corner here, you're going to do what you did the row before. In the chain 5 space you'll do 2 double crochet, chain 3, 4 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet. You continue with the repetition all the way around, do the same in the other corner, get to the end here where you start, and finish here with the stitch and a double crochet on top of the 3rd chain, and then you chain 3 to turn your work around again. So it's very easy. It's, so I finished that round or row. And now the one that we're gonna do, it'll be only leaving 1 chain space in between these stitches. You know, and these ones here, we had 2, 2 and 2. You're gonna leave 1, 1 and 1. The rest stay the same. When you get here where you have 2 chains again, you do 1, 1, 1, 1, and then you do the little corner here exactly as you did in the row below. In between these 4 double crochet, you're gonna do a double crochet, chain 5 and another double crochet, and then you continue with the other side. And again in the chain 2 space you're gonna do 1 and here, and when you finish in this side. Now if you want this blouse a little bit smaller than mine, you can stop here and start working in the top part and here of the blouse, okay? But for mine I had to do 2 more, and mine is a large size, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do now. Do the stitches with only 1 chain space in between, and all of them. Everything else stay the same. So I'll show you here what you're gonna do. You're gonna do 2 double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and 2 double crochet. That stay exactly the same, that don't change. The only thing that change is the chain space, that you're gonna do 1 instead of 2, and you go to the next stitch and do exactly the same. So it's the same repetition over and over. It's just that change and the chain 2 space. I finished that row. Now the row you're gonna do is, again, you chain 3 and do the stitch here, exactly the same. This time you don't gonna do a chain space in between just these stitches. The only thing you're gonna do is those stitches all the way around. Here in the corner you will do what you did before, the 2 double crochet, chain 3, 4 double crochet, chain 3, and 2 double crochet. So you will do that, and then you will cut the yarn, and you're gonna start working in the top part at the piece. I'm gonna leave here in which minute I will be doing this to the other side, because I have this one completely done. So in order for me to finish the last row of this, I have to attach this piece to this one. That is what I'm gonna do. And then when you finish that, you'll come back to now where I'm gonna show you this, and then you will put them together. But it's easy to put together because you're just gonna put them together in the chain 3 space, to chain 3 space. Okay, that's how you're gonna attach them together. Sorry about that you had to go ahead at the video and do this and then go back again and do the putting it together, but it's the way it works out. So now I will show you how to attach them together, and after that I will show you how to finish the top of this and how to attach this one to the other one. Okay, so now we're gonna place this. This is the outside facing up, and the outside of this one gonna be facing down. So the outer part of the blouse is going to be in the inside. We're working in the wrong side because that's the way in this row I have to finish the last round, and I will be attaching these two in here. And then when I finish attaching this side, finish the lower part and attach the other side, I will bring it inside out, and then I will work in the top piece of this square. Okay, and you have to make sure that you're doing the right way, that this is the piece that you don't work yet facing up, you know, to the shoulder. So I chain 3 and I remove just them. So let me do that again, and I hope you guys can see. 1, 2, and 3. You're going to come here to this piece that you finished already, and here where you have the last double crochet, you're gonna do a single crochet in the top. You want to attach in there. You're gonna do a yarn over. You're gonna come to the piece that you're working, and you're gonna do 2 double crochet, chain 1, and then you're gonna go to the back piece in the first chain 3 space, and you're gonna do a single crochet. You're gonna chain 1, yarn over, you're gonna come to the piece that you're working, and you're gonna do 2 double crochet, 1 and 2. Yarn over, you're going to work in the next chain 3 space, and you're going to do 2 double crochet, 1 and 2. You're going to chain 1, you're going to go to the back piece, and the next, make sure that it's the next one, and you're going to do your single crochet, chain 1, yarn over, and come to this one in front of you, and you do the 2 double crochet. And like that you're going to work until the corner, and then I will measure here to show you how you're going to finish and how you're going to continue the piece. But it will look like this, and this will be the inside and this will be the outside of your blouse. So I undid a little piece because I was a little bit too far, and zoom in a little bit, that way you guys can see better. So my this piece, this is right side up, and this one right side facing that one. So the wrong side is out. So you're gonna chain 3, and that's in the last row of the second square. You're gonna come here to this double crochet that you did to finish that piece, and you're gonna do a single crochet and make sure that you tie really well. Yarn over, you're gonna come to the space of chain 3, and you're gonna do 2 double crochet. Now you're gonna chain 1, and you go to the chain 3 space and the piece in the back and do a single crochet, chain 1, yarn over, and then you're gonna work here 2 double crochet, 1 and 2. And so we're not doing anymore the chain 1 space. You're gonna do yarn over and come to the next space, and you're gonna do 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, chain 1, go to the next chain 3 space and the piece in the back, and make sure that you don't skip one, because if you do, at the end you realize that, and then you have to undo that and do it all over again. So you're gonna do 2 double crochet, and again you're gonna do the same here. So you're gonna work like this, touching the 2 pieces until you get to the first corner, and I will show you how to finish when we get there. Okay, so it will look like so this. At that point where I had to finish to attach them together and work in this one to give it the last row of length. So and here we're gonna finish attaching the 2 pieces until this chain 3 space, and then we'll work in here, leaving the 4 double crochet like that. Okay, so you're gonna come in the chain 5 space, you're gonna do 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, chain 1, go to the chain 3 space, and here do your single crochet, chain 1, and you're done attaching these 2 together. Now you're gonna work in the lower part of the length, the last row, and in the same space you're gonna do 4 double crochet, 1, 2, 3 and 4, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, 2 double crochet in that space, that stay exactly the same, that way the 2 sides are exactly the same. And now you don't gonna do a chain 1, just go to the next and do 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet, and so on until you get to the other end. So you're gonna continue like that, you see, no chain space, until you get to this chain 5 space that you're gonna do 2 double crochet, chain 3, 4 double crochet, and then I will meet you here. And this will be like this, and the border, a nice little round finish. So I did my 4 double crochet and didn't realize that in the row before I made a mistake, and instead of 1 double crochet I did 2 double crochet here, but I don't gonna undo all my work just to remove that double crochet. That don't make any difference, and nobody gonna come here and look with looking glass to see if I have the right amount of stitches. So here I'm gonna chain 1 after you do the 4 double crochet, and then you're gonna go to the other side, make sure that it's not twisted or anything, and you're gonna go to the, you see, you have the chain 3 space, 4 double crochet, 3 chain space, and that one off the top you're gonna do your single crochet, chain 1, yarn over, come to the space and do 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, come to the next chain 3 space, do 2 double crochet. So you're doing exactly the same what you did from the top to the bottom, now from the bottom to the top. Chain 1 and go to the next chain 3 space and do your single crochet. So like that you're going to continue working until you finish here, and top of the chain 3 space you do a single crochet, chain 1, and I recommend to, before you cut your yarn, to try your piece. I know you don't have the strap yet together, but you can try to see if the width is good for you. If it's too small, you still have time to undo this, what you done, that you know, attach them the two together, and do one more row on each one of them. It's exactly the same as you've done so far. Just repeat the last row with no space in between the stitches, and in the corner, you know how to do the corner now. But if it's too big, you still can remove one row if you don't lose the tail. After you lose the tail, it's a little more difficult. So I really recommend after you do that to try it. And this is, you see, the border bottom part of my I'm going to start with a slip knot. I like to do that. That way I secure my work really well. So I'm going to come here to the same place that I have that sideways double crochet. And I'm going to pass the loop. I'm going to chain one with a 2 strand, and then I'm going to leave the tail, and I'm going to do 1 and 2 more chain. I'm going to pull the tail a little bit, that way the middle chain is exactly the same size as the other one. Now you're going to go to the chain 3 space here. You see, it's exactly the same as we did on the side. The only thing that we don't want to do any chain space in between those 3 rows, only in here 1, 2 and 3, and 2 more double crochet in the same space, 1 and 2, and we're almost done. So now you're going to come to the next one. You see, you do the yarn over, no chain space in between, and you're going to do your 2 double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and 2 double crochet. And like that, you're going to continue working all the way until the last one in here. You see, that's the last one that is facing up. And then in the side here, you have the sideways chain. That's where I start the increase in the side. In that space, I will do my double crochet, chain 3, and return exactly the same. To show you that in here, you still have those group of 4 with no chain space in between. So you're going to go in between these 4, 2 on one side, 2 on the other one in between, and you're going to do 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet. Okay, so here I finish with the double crochet, I chain 3. Now I'm going to work my way back exactly the same. So counting the row before this one, you'll have 4 of these. If you want the back part of the piece to be 1 row a little higher, so you can do 1 more, and then if you count this one, you will have 5, because counting this one I have 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so it's up to you. And then what you have to do is do the strap shorter, and in the back 1 row shorter from the front. That way this will be a little bit higher. So now I'm going to turn my work around and repeat that 2 more times. Okay, so I'm going to start with the strap. I already chained 3, and I'm going to come to the chain 3 space, and I'm going to do 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet. That stays exactly the same, 1, 2 and 3. Go to the next one, do the same, 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet. And go to the next one, and we're going to work in 4 of these motifs. That's the third one. Now we're going to work on the last one. Two double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and 2 double crochet. Now we're gonna finish with the double crochet, yarn over. You're gonna go to the next motif and you're gonna count 1, and the second double crochet you're gonna do your double crochet, and that creates a nice almost round. So now you're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and you're gonna do that repetition from here on until you have the desired length. So you're gonna do these 4 motifs, and you're gonna finish here with the double crochet. You're gonna chain 3, do the 4 motif, finish on top of this chain 3 with a double crochet, chain 3, and so on until you have the desired length, and then you're gonna do the same on the other. Now I'm gonna finish the shoulder here. This is the one I'm working. I have 11, and in the one that I finished I have 12. So the 12 in here I'm gonna attach to the one in the back. I chain 3 already, so I'm gonna come here to the chain 3 in this side, and I'm gonna do a single crochet. Yarn over. I'm gonna work on the front piece, 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, chain 1, and a single crochet in the chain 3 space in the back. Chain 1, yarn over, 2 double crochet. Yarn over, go to the other side. So it's exactly the same as we did the side of the blouse. We are doing the finish in here. A little piece of blue thread there. Chain 1, go to the next chain 3 space, chain 1, yarn over, 2 double crochet in the front piece. So when I finish here, I don't want to cut my yarn. I'm going to try my blouse to see if the strap are the perfect length. If it's not, if it's too long, what I do, I will undo this, remove 1 row in the back and 2 in the front, because the last one and the one in the front you have to attach to the one in the back. Okay, even if it's too short and you want to give it more length, you will have to, if you increase 1 in the back, and then you have to do this one completely, and then in the next one is when you attach them together. So in here, to my double crochet, chain 1, go to the back. I think I made a mistake somewhere here. Oh, I did this one without attaching. So cut up in the explanation that I didn't realize, but I'm glad I got it in time. Well, yarn over, come to the front. To the crochet, chain 1, go to the back, chain 1, and now you're going to do 2 double crochet, and then you're going to do a double crochet on top of the 3rd chain at the end. You're going to go to the double crochet in the back, and you see I still have the tail in here just in case. Those are the only tails that I still have in the piece. Going to the top, do a single crochet, chain 1, and now I will try my blouse to see if the strap is the right length. If it is the right length, I will cut the yarn, and then I'm going to work on the other side. But I will do exactly the same. I start working from the front here in the chain 3. I will chain 3 more, do the 4 stitches here, and I will finish with a double crochet and the second double crochet here, chain 3 and go back and forth until I have my 11th row, and then in number 12 I will attach it to this one, lose my tails, and I will show you the end result. So for this one in the front I have 11 here, but if I attach this one to this one, and now I will have to put it inside out to do it, and I want them to be the same. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna finish with 12 in this one, and so I don't finish this part in the back yet, I still have the tail. I will remove this here, remove the last 12 row in here, and then do it again, attaching this piece to this one. That way they're both exactly the same. So I'm glad I still have the tails, because I tried them on and I find that it's a little bit loose for my liking. I can leave it like that if I want, but I'd rather to remove one row on each strap, leave it in 11 and instead of 12, so it will be much better. This is the leftover thread from those 3 ball of yarn or thread, 3 ball of thread. So if you use exactly the same, it will be 350 grams almost. They look amazing. Now if you want it longer, this for me is the perfect length, is where the top of my jeans will go, so my waist, so it's perfect. If you want it longer, you can give it length. You just continue with the same stitch like this all the way around, and then here you do the stitch, and you can do the other one in between these 4, and again between these 4, or you can do one in the center here if you don't want it to add those extra 2 stitches, and the rest stay the same. Now if you want with a sleeve, you do the same, you work that stitch all the way around. Well, this is the end result, and I love this blouse. It look amazing, and yes, it's a size large. It fit me perfect. I love the way it look. In here, you see, it's tons of space to stretch on this side and on the other side. My mannequin is a medium to a small, so if you want the blouse a little more in the smaller size, you can skip doing, and instead of 4 row on each side of the piece, you do 3, or you can do 2. And remember, each time you decrease 1 row, you are decreasing 2, because you're decreasing 1 in the front and 1 in the back. Okay, so instead of 4 you have that is 8, you will have 3 in the front, 3 in the back. That will be 6 row. You have to keep that to account, but it look amazing. Like I said, I'm a size large and it fit me perfect, no problem. And there in the front they look amazing. So overall it's gorgeous. Love this piece, and it's not in the short side neither. Look, the length is perfect. I love it. So I hope you guys like it, and give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you are not already a subscriber. And if you make this blouse and you want to send me some pictures, you can do it through my Facebook page, Ruby Stedman Crochet, or my Instagram, Ruby Stedman Crochet. Please share my video with friends and family. That way you help me grow here in YouTube. I wish you have a beautiful day. Bye.